Jubilation all the way. It's the joy of having their sisters back after spending some 30 days in Boko Haram captivity. The mothers are also waiting anxiously to welcome their girls back home. But then not every one of them received the good news. This woman's daughter is said to have been the only one still in captivity because she refused to accept the terms of converting to the religion of the terrorists. A story that has put her sister in coma and their mother in confusion. The girls returned home in a new uniform, looking rough and weak, but obviously happy to be back home. One of them, Khadija Grema, tells the story of the abduction.
That fateful day, we were ready for dinner when we heard shootings. Then one of our teachers was calling and directing us to go out through the gate. When we ran into the insurgents at the gate, they gathered all of us in the pretense that they wanted to rescue us. As we continued to move into the bush, they asked for those who were fasting among us. Then they served us drinks, meat and food, after which we said our prayers and continued the journey. We crossed several rivers and streams and into one house where we lived until when we were brought back home. But to be honest, we were treated well. They didn't torture us, as they treated us well throughout our stay in captivity. They didn't do us anything, and their major language is Kanuri and Arab. There were no whites among them, as all of them are Africans. We didn't know why they brought us back, but they told us we are Muslims and we share the same faith, and they didn't want us to suffer. 5 of our colleagues died of heart attack and stress as a result of the long trip. They didn't allow us close to them, neither did they subject us to any molestation or any kind of sexual harassment. One of the girls was held back on religious ground. She's a Christian and refused to denounce her religion.
Their parents are grateful to the government for bringing their daughters back. They had spent several sleepless nights waiting anxiously for their return and putting government under huge pressure.
I thank Almighty Allah for the safe return of our girls, and we thank all those that helped in one way or the other for the safe return of our girls, most especially President Muhammadu Buhari for all he did towards their release. For those that died, may they continue to rest in perfect peace.
It's a thing of joy, and we thank all and sundry for their prayers which led to the release of these girls. The President did assure us of their safe return, and that has manifested today. We really thank him.
I was shedding tears a few days ago, but today I am laughing and feeling happy for the release of these girls. I was an eyewitness to all that transpired as the insurgents came to town, waving their flags and asking the youth not to run away as they are coming to Dapchi with peace and love.
The girls have been made to undergo different medical checks at the General Hospital, even as Dapchi town gets back to life. Residents now expect the abduction saga will never repeat itself as they rely on the promise of better security by the government.